understand the frustration involved in being awakened to the evil reality that surrounds us all too well. Frustration from knowing the truth, having seen all the evidence, the sadness, the disappointment, the anger, and the feeling of being too insignificant to do anything about it. For those of us who have chosen to walk down the cruel path of reality, all while living in the mass media-induced bubble of illusion created for us by our criminal overlords. Now, the mental anguish can really be a tough one to deal with, especially considering the reactions we usually receive upon trying to advise and inform those that we care about of the evil nightmare that's lurking right outside of their bubble. It's like they don't want to know. But what I've come to realize is that the awakening is something that must be self-induced. It's not that they don't want to know. They just don't want to find out from you. When discovering the fact that our entire society is plagued with political corruption and everything that we have believed in is a great big lie. Most people, it seems, prefer to wander this path alone, at least until the whole acceptance part is dealt with. Then it's the more the merrier. But until someone chooses to burst their own bubble for themselves, nothing that you tell them will ever penetrate it. So, what I have found to be the best tactic when it comes to awakening others is to just keep quiet at first and keep it to myself. And that is when the strangest thing happens. People start to get curious and they begin to ask questions. When they are asking, they are usually prepared to listen to your reply. And this is when you can sneak a couple facts into their bubble. You see, most people only believe what they hear on the 6 o'clock news. So just leave it there and let them do the research on their own. They will come back once they have dealt with the acceptance part. Now, I have concluded through my years of research that the mass awakening holds 3 groups or standpoints. Group 1, the awakened, also the minority. These are the people who have taken the information for what it is. And after researching the subjects and carefully examining all the evidence, they come to the conclusion that indeed we are the victims of a massive, severe, manipulative, downright evil conspiracy. The same evil conspiracy that the late JFK warned us about in his 1962 Secret Society speech. This evil conspiracy has been perpetrated over generations by a handful of elite people that we often refer to as the ruling class. These extremely wealthy families have been completely responsible for instigating and executing almost every major war, tragedy, attack, assassination, political overthrow, economical crisis, and worldwide strategic event throughout our entire history. These people control our financial systems, our governments, our foreign policy, our entire mainstream media, and therefore our world. And they control from behind the scenes through organizations like the Trilateral Commission, the CFR, and the secret societies such as the Bilderberg Group, Skull and Bones, the Illuminati, and the Freemasons, just to name a few. Now, with this understood, Group 1 are totally aware and awake to the criminal elements who are pulling the strings of the political puppets we call our governments. And we can generally see things for what they are. And then we have Group 2, the weak-minded. This group represents the sheep of our world, those that are either too ignorant or too emotionally weak to accept the harsh reality of the societies that we live in. Therefore, they turn a blind eye to the obvious corruption and refuse to acknowledge or even look at the massive amounts of irrefutable evidence just because it wasn't showed to them on the 6 o'clock news. Now, some of the people in this group are deep down somewhat aware of the truth, but they deny it exists because it would ultimately cause reason for them to have to completely reevaluate their way of thinking and their basic understanding of reality in general. Group 3, the guilty. These people are the criminals, the shields, and the liars. They are also the direct enemies of all decent humanity. They have no standards or morals, no substance or integrity, and are guilty of treason along with many other crimes. They intentionally corrupt the flow of truthful information in order to invoke confusion on those who seek truth and understanding. They are a cancer on humanity. But, however, I do believe we are steadily approaching a point where the awakened people will actually outnumber the ignorant, and we all need to push for this to happen. Because when the aware become the majority, we will finally be able to take action. But as long as we are the minority, any attempts to take any kind of action will be quickly suppressed by the majority. So the most effective strategy we have right now is to slip a fact or two into as many people's bubbles as we can and let human nature take it from there. Never before have I seen so many people aware and awake to the truth about the real rulers who have manipulated our governments, stolen our wealth, sent us to die in pointless wars formed on lies and propaganda. We are the only ones with the power to put an end to this reign of evil. So, let's go forth and show everyone the light. Let's unite all humanity to unleash our desires for truth and justice, and together put an end to the New World Order.